Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And here we go from Chicago. Josh Blackwell to return it. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Go ahead and run again with Swift. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly. Down at the 32-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's got Smith again. And this is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Stafford now off the play fake. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Right side into the hands of Adams. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams on the play action. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
3rd down, here's Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st down, here's Swift. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down, Williams to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Williams from the gun. Odunze's got it right side. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Air it out on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Fourth down punt upcoming. Here's Tory Taylor to put his leg into it. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Completed left side to Smith. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Bears in the nickel, third down. Third and long for him here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
Rams going to punt on fourth down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. First and 10 from the 32. On play action, here's Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Another Bears first down.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they bring him down around the 34.
Complete to Luther Burden. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Running right side by Moore. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
This one's caught. Smith has it. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Stafford now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They'll run the toss for Williams. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Pickup of 2 here. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going left side, Williams with it. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Another run for Williams. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Catch made. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Colston Loveland. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Now here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Running behind center with Swift. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. To throw is Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Williams on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. This gets the 1st and more. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. To the ground, it's Monungai. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Bears can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Blake Corum now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Catch made over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Stafford from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48. A pickup of 17. And the Rams have the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Stafford now. That's over the middle and Nacua. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Throwing the out route complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw by Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 25-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Williams from the gun. That's more on the quick slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
It's a gain of
Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Williams will look to throw. He's got more once again. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 8.
The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, it's Williams. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, And he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, yeah, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. The Rams are going to get the football one last time in this first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is Kupp inside the 15. And he's going to be driven out at the end. So some fireworks, no points, but a big play there. Help bring this second quarter to a close. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
On first down, here's Stafford. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Now it's Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. This great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Kua's got it again. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a pickup of 26. And the Rams have the first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Williams on the carry. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now for Stafford. He's got it, it's in close. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Shoves one away. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 1st down, Williams to throw. Finding Burden. Scooped up by the Rams. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
They'll give it to Williams on the option. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. And he's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Williams. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play,
brings
At
up
least he didn't go
second and
backwards.
goal.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Another for Williams. And this time he's in. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams grow their lead off the turnover. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams push their lead to 18. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now bring the tight end in motion. Williams off the play fake. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Number 2, DJ Moore. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They are on the counter with Swift. And he takes it down to the 33. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right, you really got to sell and get that defense moving, and then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Going to run again with Swift. Jukes away from one. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Williams to throw on 1st. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 3 now. Williams to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. Throw is caught, and that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll throw for it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Rams, 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Los Angeles.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Rams up by a couple of scores as we look ahead to the 4th. And Brock, they are in control of that football. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. This is Williams. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He tries to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
All set to go now from the 35. Man in motion, headed right. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Stafford now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they come up with 7 following that flag, and that sets up 2nd and 8.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd down now. They need 7. Here's Stafford. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He finds Adams, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's taken down at the 30. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run. This is Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Blake Corum. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. All right, 3rd and 15 now following that delay of game. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw by Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Williams from the gun. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Oh, the football's loose. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a 1st down.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Williams again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Gets everything he has under this one. And the defender comes away with it. And the Rams get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return.
By the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Go with Williams on the counter. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All set now. 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
He's taken down at
They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Focus, boys, focus.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Chicago.